Well, hello everybody, and welcome to Starry Tarot. My name is Sophie. I am your friendly tarot reader for this evening. We just received our first donation. Hi, Miss Mercedes girl, how are you doing? I know I'm on a little bit later than I normally go on, but had kind of a late start to my day. How are you doing, sweetie? I'm good. I had my other job way up in the North Bay today. So I had like an hour's commute there and back. But I listen to my podcast, listen to my YouTubers. So hey Jessica, hello. I'm doing well. I'm surprisingly not as tired as I thought I would be. Based on today, but I'm wide awake. Oh, congratulations! That's exciting. Wait, what's exciting? I'm so confused. I don't understand what I'm being congratulated on. I'm like, what did I do? But thank you. Um. Oh no! I said I listened to my podcast. No, I had an hour's drive there and back to my job today, and so I have my podcast to listen to. No, I didn't start a podcast. I'll let y'all know. If I do, you guys will be the first to know. No, you're all good. That's so funny. Miss Mercedes, were you interested in a 10 card reading, or did you want to do 2 5-card readings? And today I am using the Pride Tarot deck, the collaborative queer deck. I think it's like 45 different artists, all from around different parts of the world. You would like a full reading? You got it, my darling. Please go ahead and post your question right there in the chat. Thank you. I have to work with Anthony tomorrow. We argued last week, so I just want to know how it's going to go, our interaction this weekend. And thank you so much, Jessica, for your donation, girl. Let me go ahead and add you here before we get started. Okay, Mercedes. Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. How will Mercedes and Anthony's interaction go this weekend? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. How will Mercedes and Anthony's interaction go this weekend? Ancient Masters and Spirit Guides, how will Mercedes and Anthony's interaction go this weekend? Ancient Masters and Spirit Guides, how will Anthony and Mercedes' interaction go this weekend? Ancient Masters and Spirit Guides, how will Anthony and Mercedes' interaction go this weekend? Ancient Masters and Spirit Guides, how will Anthony and Mercedes' interaction go this weekend? Ancient Masters and Spirit Guides, how will Anthony and Mercedes' interaction go this weekend? Ancient Masters and Spirit Guides, how will Anthony and Mercedes' interaction go this weekend? Ancient Masters and Spirit Guides, how will Anthony and Mercedes' interaction go this weekend? Ancient Masters and Spirit Guides, how will Anthony and Mercedes' interaction go this weekend? Ancient Masters and Spirit Guides, how will Anthony and Mercedes' interaction go this weekend? Ancient Masters and Spirit Guides, how will Anthony and Mercedes' interaction go this weekend? Ancient Masters and Spirit Guides, how will Anthony and Mercedes' interaction go this weekend? Ancient Masters and Spirit Guides, how will Anthony and Mercedes' interaction go this weekend? Ancient Masters and Spirit Guides, how will Anthony and Mercedes' interaction go this weekend? Alright, love. Let's see. We have 9 of Swords, Knight of Cups, 4 of Pentacles reversed, 4 of Wands reversed, Page of Cups reversed, Page of Pentacles reversed, 2 of Wands, 6 of Swords reversed, the Devil reversed, and whoa, I should just say this stuff. I was like, okay, I kept on seeing the Empress when I was shuffling. And when I'm shuffling, it's going back and forth. I see it up and down. But I kept on seeing the Empress when I was shuffling, girl. And I almost told you, like, I'm seeing the Empress here. So yeah, last card. It showed up. All right. So you guys are co-workers, correct? You guys work with one another. Is this interaction this weekend work, or is this a non-work interaction? Regardless as to whether it's work-related or not, I do see this being we hooked up a few weeks ago. Okay. Work interaction this weekend. Okay. Yeah, there's a lot of anxiety. Starting with this 9 of Swords here, there's a lot of anxiety that I'm sensing from either him or you. I think it's both of you. I think there's anxiety on both sides here. You said you guys argued. I don't know if it was last time you worked together or if it was last week. But you guys haven't resolved anything. You haven't, spoken. I don't think you've spoken about that altercation. He apologized. Did he? But was there like an explanation as to like why, but it was just a flat apology? And it's good that he apologized, but it doesn't mean that he's not likely to. I don't know if he blew up or what, but something. I don't know. The energy is not great here, love. Just straight off the bat, starting with the 9 of Swords. It was an apology over text. Okay. Yeah, apologies. I mean, they're great, but he blew up for sure. Okay, yeah, that's not a good sign, and I feel like he's liable to do it again. I feel like he does this a lot. It's a pattern with him, and he just turns around and says, I'm sorry, and then moves on. But, most others haven't moved on. It's not that easy for other people until they just get used to his behavior. Seems like a rageaholic. I could be wrong there, but I just get very, rageful, very discombobulated energy from him. And yeah, so this weekend is going to be a work interaction. We have this Page of Pentacles reversed here. I don't think it's going to be great this weekend, love. I'm not saying, I don't see an altercation on the horizon. It's giving rageaholic. That was yeah, he said, because, it's the energy that I'm picking up feels very much like someone I know. And yeah, rageaholic, yeah. And this Page of Pentacles reversed, like, two things. The fact that you guys are going to be working together this weekend. I don't see you guys getting into another argument this weekend per se, but I don't see you guys returning to how things were, like flirtation, um, which is not to say that he doesn't still think that you're attractive and like you with this Knight of Cups. But with this Two of Wands right underneath, Two of Wands is decision making, and I think he's made the executive decision that it would be best to not take this further, or in a more in a way that is of any, like, I don't want to say seriousness, but commitment. Because the Two of Wands is also indicative of, like, I don't want to say I get F-boy energy from him, but he does get a lot of female attention. This Four of Pentacles reversed and Six of Swords reversed. This is something that's it's not the argument itself that's hard for him to let go of. It's the rageaholic in him that he can't let go of. And an apology doesn't do it. I was with a rageaholic for 5 years in my life. They were horribly verbally abusive towards me. And I remember the first time they were, I almost left them. But I had they managed to keep a lid on it just up until the point where they got me to fall for them. And then that point it was, I remember I had I called my friend, I asked her to pick me up, and then I called her back and said, I'm just going to stay here. And I wish she'd pick me up, and I wish I'd never gone through with that relationship, because people like that don't change. If you let them get away with it once, they'll see it as an invitation to get away with it again. And no one's really stopping him or stopped him. And this is something that he can't let go of. This rage that's within him, and it's not towards you. It's just he's a rageaholic and lashes out at stupid shit and misdirects his anger. He'll be pissed about something totally unrelated to you, but he'll find a reason to put it on you or put it on someone else, is my impression of this guy. And it's something that he's really stuck with. And Four of Wands reversed is disharmony. It's disharmony, lack of union, lack of commitment, which I know you weren't asking for. You were simply asking how the interaction will go this weekend. I think it would be wise to just keep things as professional as possible. I think that he will likely be pulling back a bit too. But there could likely be moments where he feels like, what is this guy's sign? Is he a Gemini? Because I feel like he flip-flops, like. And then with this Devil reversed card, it's like you don't know, okay. It's like he fundamentally does not want to be connected to anybody. And I think he fears that if he were to continue something that's beyond professional / platonic, that he could get bound in something that he doesn't want to be bound in, or lead you into something that he's not going to be able to go through with. I wouldn't be surprised if he hasn't been with a woman in a serious manner for a little while. And I do see the crush element, the romance element on your part. I don't want to say it's going to go away completely, this weekend when you see him, but I do think that you are going to feel a pullback from his energy, and I think that you're inherently going to be pulling back from his energy as well. It might be something that he's just kind of like radiating. He might be in a rageful mood this weekend. We don't know. But with this Page of Cups reversed, it's like he's not returning into your cup in the same manner that he had landed into your cup previously. And where at one point he may have made you feel, even if it was just momentary, briefly, like, within your divine feminine, chosen as a possibility for his divine feminine counterpart. I don't see him making you feel that way this weekend, which is leading me to believe, especially with this the Devil reversed card here. I do Page of Pentacles reversed, Four of Pentacles reversed. I do think, if not him, you or both of you will be pulling back energies, and I really think that's the wisest thing here. This guy's volatile. This guy's like, firecracker is a cute word. I don't want to use that word because this isn't cute. This guy doesn't seem super respectful of women by any means. Doesn't seem sincere. Does not strike me as the type of man who has the depth of soul that you need, that matches yours. Depth of spirit, connection to spirit. Dude's totally not in touch with his divine masculine. He may think he is, but he's not. He probably has no idea what that even means. And so I don't see arguments. I see, like, keeping, like, it's just wisest to keep, for both of you guys to keep your distance, not because you're difficult, but because he's a volatile man. It's nothing, and I'm sure you know this, because you're not a difficult woman, you know that, you're not high maintenance or anything, you're not, in fact, I don't want to say you're the perfect target or victim for him, but you're chill. Like, I was kind of the perfect target for my ex. Like, I don't really experience anger that often. I get sad. I default to sadness. Men usually default to anger. And, but some women get really, really angry, and some men get really, really sad. It runs the gamut. But you strike me as someone who doesn't get angry very often and is not one who makes situations difficult. But he's pinning things on you that are deflections of things that he is actually upset about that are in other areas of his life, totally irrelevant to the working relationship that the two of you have. So I think keeping this platonic and business is wisest. I have no idea why he was. You have no idea. Wow. At least the first time I knew why, but it wasn't rational. It wasn't reasonable. But like all the other, it's with rageaholics. Sometimes you don't even know why they're raging at you. You don't even know why they're angry. Sometimes it's just like, it's just in them. Like, some people are inherently depressed. Some people are inherently very anxious. He said it was work-related, but it felt irrational. It might have been work-related, but I don't think it was related to your work. Like, I feel like it might have had to do something maybe with his, like, financial dealings or something like that. But I don't think it had anything to do with you. And yeah, that's completely irrational, and that behavior is, again, if it's not stopped and like nipped in the bud immediately, just continues. And if you prove to him that you're a woman who won't stand for that shit, he will likely take the hint. He'll be able to read the sign. And I think he'll abide. because he knows he's trouble. He knows he can start trouble. He does. I don't think he's proud of it, and I don't think he wants to. But he's also not humble enough to try and get help. Um, yeah, I made him. You made. I no, I don't want to say you forced him to apologize, but you made him apologize. That ain't good. That's as insincere as it gets. I don't want to say, I'm sorry, love. I don't mean to say it like that, but an apology, it's like telling your kids, like, now say sorry. Like, he should know to say sorry. He should not be told, or coerced, or, convinced that he should apologize to you. He's a grown ass man. He should know he's in the wrong. And I think overall he does know he has an issue, but in terms of like correct behavior, I think he's behaved this way for so long and gotten away with it that he hasn't been checked. And the only way to fully check him is to, I hate to put it this way, but to just put anything romantic to rest, because that's where things get conflated. For sure, that's where emotions get high, when people continue to be physical with one another. Yeah, he admitted he has a problem. For sure he does. And he's not getting help for it. I can almost guarantee you he's not in anger management. That's not something he's devoting his time to. He's not into self-improvement. At least not in that sense. He admits he has an issue. He knows it. But he still goes forth with it, and he doesn't get help for it. So, that's a plus. I'll acknowledge. Yeah, he knows he has a problem, but again, like, he's not an idiot. He's also not an idiot, and he's a grown ass man. So other people have told him he's had a problem too. You're not his first victim or his only victim. He's lashed out at others, and they told him, "Look, dude, you've got rage issues, and you need to like back the fuck down. Like, it's not cool." So he knows. He knows. But I would definitely take that apology with a grain of salt. And I actions speak louder than words, Mercedes. Actions always speak louder than words. You can apologize till the cows come home, but until I actually see action, or you actually see action, like, I just can't really abide. But yeah, that's what I'm seeing for this weekend. I would really. It's hard. It's hard to maintain that boundary. I'm in the process of maintaining one myself right now, and but trust me, it is so worth it in the long run. You don't want to get wrapped into something like this, or wrapped into a romantic connection, which I hope you're not. Well, I don't know, but I don't want anything to get like deeper with you and him romantically, because I just see like red sirens with this guy. He's problematic, very toxic, and you don't need that, love. You need peace. You need someone who can bring you peace. Relationships are work, and they're difficult for sure, but they're not toxic, and I could just see him that could also be a big reason why he doesn't date, like, seriously, because most women won't put up with that, and that level of toxicity is just like, yeah, people can see through that. I agree. Thank you. We just hooked up once. Yeah, the once. Yeah, and I would leave it at that. And you can do whatever you want to do, but the more we share our bodies with someone, especially as women, the deeper. It's not that we get deeper with people, but our feelings get deeper for people, and that's where I'm at now with someone. I refuse to sleep with that. I refuse to be physical with him, because I don't want to develop feelings that can't be met. It's a long story. I don't want to get into it, but yeah, it can be hard. It can be hard. But if someone's acting wild and out like that, it's just not good. Not a good sign from the get go. Yeah. There was something else I was going to say, and I totally spazzed and blanked on that. Oh yeah, yeah. About how relationships are their work, but like I feel like he is just a piece of work, and if anyone were to be in a relationship with him, it would just be like, yeah, too much. So he keeps people. I feel like he keeps a lot of people at arm's length. Be careful of that too. Mercedes, thank you so very much, girl. I really appreciate you, love. And I wish you all the best, and I hope you have a just a legit work weekend, no drama, just like getting it done, you know, um, no rage, no drama, just solid work. You're welcome, sweetheart. You're very welcome. Love and light to you, Mercedes. Jessica, thank you so much for your donation, sweetie. Please go ahead and post your question right there in the chat. Thank you. Miss Jessica, please come to the chat. It is your turn. Thank you. Jessica, it is your turn, Miss Jessica. Thank you. Miss Jessica, it is your turn, girl. Thank you. Jessica, it is your turn, doll. Please come to the chat. Thank you. I don't know where Miss Jessica went. But yeah, am I on mute? No, I'm not on mute. Okay. So it's been 3 minutes. So the donation queue is open again. While we wait for Jessica, I don't know where she went. And in the meantime, I will give my spiel. So all of my donation information can be found pinned at the bottom of the chat. I offer 3 general menu options for whatever questions you may have, so long as they are not medical and or legal. The first option that I have for you is my basic mini reading, which consists of 1 question, 5 cards, and that is a donation amount of $7.77 using PayPal, Venmo, or Cashapp, unless you choose SuperChat, in which it is $9.99. And then I also offer my full reading, which consists of 10 cards. That is $14.14. Again, unless you need to use SuperChat, in which it's $20.20. And that can be just 1 full 10-card question, or it can be split into 2 5-card readings. And then I also offer my expanded reading, which I highly recommend. Definitely gets deep. That consists of 15 cards. That is $21.21, unless you need to use SuperChat, in which it is $29.29. And I answer a lot of love and romance questions. I mean, I answer all sorts of questions. I answer spiritual related questions, career, finance. But a big one that I get is matters of the heart, matters, interpersonal connections. And for that, I highly recommend my love spread, my love reading. I created that about a year before I embarked on my professional tarot reading journey. And that essentially answers 3 questions in 1, technically 5. It can be done with a mini reading, a full reading, or an expanded reading. And it's at no additional donation amount, and it answers what their current thoughts are towards you, your person's current feelings, their current intentions towards you, and their general energies towards the connection in general, as well as your general energies towards the connection. And as I mentioned, yeah, that can be done with a 5-card, a 10-card, or a 15-card reading. I also do soulmate confirmation readings. This I highly recommend for people who are currently in a romantic relationship. Well, it doesn't necessarily have to be romantic either. We have soulmates that come in many different shapes, sizes, and forms. But if you want soulmate confirmation status on somebody in your life, this is definitely the reading for you. And it consists of 10 cards. It can be asked in 1 of 2 different ways, your choice. We can either ask your angels, messengers, and spirit guides directly if the person in question is indeed a soulmate of yours. And if the answer is yes, they'll explain why and in what context. If the answer is no, they'll explain why not. And why not, and what not context, I guess. Lack of context. And then alternatively, we can also ask your angels, messengers, and spirit guides if they give their divine blessing towards this connection. And if the answer is a yes, that definitely confirms soulmate status. And yeah, that consists of 10 cards. That is $16.16, unless you need to use SuperChat, in which it is $23.23. I also offer past life regression readings. I've been studying past life regression therapy since I was very, very young. And it is endlessly fascinating. It can absolutely illuminate so much about ourselves, our psyche, our souls. And it can be asked with any intention. You can ask to have a past life of yours illustrated that was the most challenging, or the most fortunate, or one that might pertain the closest to your life at this time. but it can really be asked with any and all intentions. And that is also a 10-card reading, and that is $19.19. Unless, again, you need to use SuperChat, in which it's $27.27. And then I'm also a psychic medium. I can communicate with those who are no longer with us. If that is something that you are interested in, please let me know before sending your donation in. I do need to know the person's name, their date of birth, their date of passing, and their relation to you. It's super duper helpful if you can provide me with a photograph of them, but it's not mandatory. It just helps me get in touch with them easier. So yes, that is also something that I offer, but please let me know beforehand if that's something that you're interested in. And then I also offer private readings. I offer 2 different types of private readings. I offer them by appointment only, based on your schedule and mine, and those are done via Zoom. It's essentially what you're seeing here. You see the cards, you see me, you hear me. I hear you, I can see you if you want me to see you, but it's just me and you one-on-one, and you can give me all the context and backstory that you feel is necessary. There's no limitation to the number of questions that we can answer for you. There's, no limit to that. And we can go as deep as you want, be as comprehensive as we need. And it's also perfect if you're dealing with something that you don't want on a public live stream. And it's also great for matters of convenience as well. If you need to talk about whatever is going on, you need your answers answered, just reach out to me, and we can usually schedule something in the very near future, as long as it's both working for our schedules. And then I also offer private readings at no additional donation amount. Of course, they're, again, offline, they're private. Just send me your donation with your question at any time, and I can return your answer within 1 to 3 hours. I do that over voice memos over DMs on Instagram, or typed over email, whichever you prefer of the two. But again, those are at no additional donation amount, and they offer that privacy, that level of privacy, and convenience as well. If you have a question that you need me to answer and you don't see me online, you can just reach out to me and I can still answer it for you. So it's not a problem at all. And with that being said, that's my spiel. So again, the donation queue is currently open. We are waiting on Miss Jessica, but until then, I am still taking donations. Yes. So thank you very, very much. Hello, Austin. Love and light to you. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're feeling better today. Hey, Jessica. Good to see you, love. Good to see you. Thank you so much for being here. You went to a group sound bath tonight. Very cool, Austin. You know, I've never done a sound bath. I was invited to one like last week actually by one of my friends from synagogue, and I don't know, why I didn't go actually. What's the energy around me getting the director position I applied for today? Okay, let's see. Ancient Masters and Spirit Guides, what is the energy around Jessica getting the director position she applied for today? Ancient Masters and Spirit Guides, what is the energy around Jessica getting the director position she applied for today? Ancient Masters and Spirit Guides, what is the energy around Jessica getting the director position she applied for today? Ancient Masters and Spirit Guides, what is the energy around Jessica getting the director position she applied for today? Ancient Masters and Spirit Guides, what is the energy around Jessica getting the director position that she applied for today? Ancient Masters and Spirit Guides, what is the energy around Jessica getting the director position she applied for today? Ancient Masters and Spirit Guides, what is the current energy around Jessica getting the director position she applied for today? Ancient Masters and Spirit Guides, what is the current energy around Jessica getting the director position she applied for today? Ancient Masters and Spirit Guides, what is the energy around Jessica getting the director position she applied for today? Ancient Masters and Spirit Guides, what is the energy around Jessica getting the director position that she applied for today? Oh, you're fine, Jessica. You're all good, love. You are all good. We have Ace of Swords reversed, Eight of Pentacles, Six of Pentacles reversed, Knight of Pentacles reversed, and Five of Cups reversed. Interesting. So I'll tell you the bad news first. It doesn't look good. Doesn't look good. Knight of Pentacles reversed is a big one for me. That Knight of Pentacles is the workhorse court card. It's the old ball and chain. Six of Pentacles reversed is telling me that there is. It's not likely that you. And Ace of Swords reversed. It's not likely that they will be able to provide that they will choose you for this position. However, good to know so I don't get too excited, get my hopes up. However, with this Eight of Pentacles and this Five of Cups reversed, this Five of Cups reversed is telling me, like, while it may disappoint you a little bit at first, you'll see that this was actually for the best. With this Eight of Pentacles, the Eight of Pentacles is leading me to believe that they might want to put you in a different position, but within their company, but they might see you as a better candidate for another position, and that's why I'm seeing this. Like, this Five of Cups reverse is definitely like no regrets, nothing lost. Like, there were, I don't want to say it wasn't a bullet that you dodged, but it's like, whoa, like I didn't miss out on anything. That it probably, like, even though it probably looks good on paper and sounds like it's really, like, it would be great for you, Spirit is saying that there's something about it that if you were to get the job anyway, you likely would have drifted into this other position. But Eight of Pentacles is solid, steady, paid, continuous work. So that's where I'm getting this feeling that they will likely either refer you to another place or someone else they know, or another position that they have available. But yeah, I don't see the Five of Cups reverse is telling me you won't be disappointed. You won't have you won't feel regretful or at a loss. And I do see them putting you to work in some way, but just not in this position. But it's still not, the future is still unwritten, but just based on the current energies, that is what I'm seeing. But do bear in mind that the future is unwritten, and free will is always at play, so things could change. But I think that this is likely going to be for the best, and will put you on a better path, more suited path. So, you're very welcome, Jessica. Thank you so much, love. I appreciate you, and good luck with the job search. I don't think it's going to go on for very long at all. I think you'll find something very soon. Yeah, thank you. You too, love. You too. All right, so the donation queue is back open. So if you have a question you would like me to answer tonight, please let me know. I am here for you. I will not be on tomorrow at all. That's a fact. So yeah, tonight is the night. It's actually why I went on tonight. I normally don't go on this late, but I was like, well, I'm not going to be on for maybe 1 to 2 days, so we'll see. So I am here for you guys. Thank you. You're working tomorrow night, Austin? At your work, or you're going online? At your work. Gotcha. Do you normally work in the evenings or no? Mostly evenings. Oh, okay. So you had the morning shift today. Had chest pain too from the asthma most of my shift. Oh, that's not good. You've got to take a sick day. You really shouldn't push yourself like that. That can be really dangerous. I mean, it's good to power through things, but chest pain's no good. Well, hello. Hi, Shar. Good to see you, hon. You would like 2 questions. You got it. Please go ahead and post your first question. Thank you. How are you doing, love? How does Mana feel about me? We're friends. We live in different countries, but talking online, I have no hope to be romantic with him, but I do have a crush on him. Did you want me to do the thoughts, feelings, and intentions spread, Shar? You met through work. Okay. Oh, and I forgot to ring my bell. Thank you so much, Shar. I don't really want to know the intentions, though. Just thoughts and feelings are enough. You got it. You got it. Okay, angels, messengers, and spirit guides. And what's your sign again, and what is his sign? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What are Mana's current thoughts and feelings towards Shar? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What are Mana's current thoughts and feelings towards Shar? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What are Mana's current thoughts and feelings towards Shar? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What are Mana's current thoughts and feelings towards Shar? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What are Mana's current thoughts and feelings towards Shar? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What are Mana's current thoughts and feelings towards Shar? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What are Mana's current thoughts and feelings towards Shar? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What are Mana's current thoughts and feelings towards Shar? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What are Mana's current thoughts and feelings towards Shar? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What are Mana's current thoughts and feelings towards Shar? We have the Star reversed, the Tower, 9 of Swords reversed, 3 of Pentacles, and 9 of Wands reversed. Thank you so much for your donation, Vasily. Thank you so much. Let me quickly go ahead and add you here. So, okay, so his current thoughts and feelings towards you. I do see some difficulties here, and I'm seeing you have made, I don't know how long you've been friends with one another for, but with this Tower card, you've definitely made an impact in his life, and you are definitely a big part of his life, at least at this time. But there's a huge energy of pessimism that I'm seeing here, an energy of hopelessness, starting with the Star reversed card. You mentioned that you guys are in 2 different countries, and you also, I think you also stated that you weren't, you met through work, you live in 2 different countries, you're talking online, you have no hope to be romantic with him, but you do have a crush on him. And that's what leads me to believe that he has some feelings for you as well, because of these feelings of, there's guardedness with this Nine of Wands reverse, and this Nine of Wands reverse is indicative of not just of guardedness, but also again with this lack of hope or faith that the distance between you won't cause some kind of obstacle. He's trying not to worry about it with the Nine of Swords reverse. And so far, so good. I mean, he does enjoy the conversations between you deeply. He wouldn't talk to you otherwise. He's not just, wasting his time or anything by talking to you. But I think that he's also afraid of feelings deepening for you, and the very real, the reality of the fact that there is this distance between the 2 of you that does pose some obstacles if feelings are to grow with continuation of communication. But I'm not seeing anything here about him not wanting to talk to you anymore, wanting to cut things off. He definitely wants to keep you in his life at this time. But in terms of his thoughts and his feelings, he, with this 3 of Pentacles, like, I don't know if the 2 of you guys still work together, but that's also part of it, is, he really values that you guys work together, but it does go farther than that. And there is also a level of frustration as well here, which I would believe to be the distance between the 2 of you. But 3 of Pentacles is definitely a card of friendship at the very least. I don't want to call it the very least. He does want to maintain a friendship with you and does want to maintain communication with you. But he is reticent to, or fearful of things getting deeper, because he knows that the distance between the 2 of you is a very, very difficult obstacle, that's not impossible to overcome, but very, very difficult to overcome. So that is what I'm seeing with Mana. Excuse me, please go ahead and post your second question. Thank you. How does Suma see me? This is more like a first impression. He is Mana's co-worker who visited days ago. Mana told him to reach out to me, but he never did. Okay. And did you... Oh, he's a Pisces and you're a Scorpio. Okay. Let's see. Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. How does Suma see... What was Suma's first impression of Shar? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What was Suma's first impression of Shar? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What was Suma's first impression of Shar? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What was Suma's first impression of Shar? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What was Suma's first impression of Shar? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What was Suma's first impression of Shar? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What was Suma's first impression of Shar? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What was Suma's first impression of Shar? Ancient Masters and Spirit Guides, what was Suma's first impression of Shar? Ancient Masters and Spirit Guides, what was Suma's first impression of Shar? King of Cups reversed. Two of Pentacles reversed. Justice. Ace of Cups. And Three of Pentacles. Again, we have this Three of Pentacles. Okay. Coworker. You mentioned a coworker. That he's a coworker. Mana told him to reach out to me, but he never did. We sat across to each other during a company party. Okay. Did you guys didn't speak to each other? You guys did not speak to one another? So right off the bat, the first three cards are very interesting here. These are cards of balance. Well, we have Justice, which is balance, right here in the center. But the King of Cups reversed and the Two of Pentacles reversed are definitely cards of two different types of imbalances that we're talking about here. With the King of Cups reversed, in terms of his first impression of you, he gets the sense that you may be a little emotionally vulnerable, or perhaps more emotionally invested in your work and your interpersonal relationships and work than you should be, but that there's correct me if I'm wrong, but this is what I'm seeing, is that he did observe a like, and yeah, not at all. And later Mana told me that he told Suma to talk to me, which he didn't do. Okay. And I don't think that was out of him trying to be cagey or mean. I think it probably came out of just a place of like awkwardness. Because I'm not, with this Justice card right here in the center, he definitely saw you as he sees you as a very fair, just person, a good person, and he has fondness for you with this Ace of Cups. He thinks you're a good woman. Three of Pentacles, you're a good worker. You're a good member of the team. But with this King of Cups reversed and Two of Pentacles reversed, he is wondering if. So is Mana his friend? I'm guessing. Not just his coworker, or Suma. Sorry. Because I get that they're friends too, and I get that he's a little protective of Mana here. Like, I think he sees and recognize it for whatever reason. Probably because he speaks to Mana. Suma is friends with Mana. He is Mana's senior. Yeah. I was sensing that they are friends, and he did get a good first impression of you, despite the fact that he didn't speak to you. But he is a little concerned that the two of you might fall deeper for each other than you guys can handle. And when I say handle, I mean the distance between the two of you. That there could be, and he also doesn't want to meddle with anything either. I know he was asked to speak to you by his friend, his coworker, but he also doesn't feel like meddling in this either. Which, simply introducing himself to you wouldn't have been, inserting himself into you and Mana's friendship. But he also kind of doesn't want to get involved. I think it wasn't like, I don't want to speak to her because I don't like her. It was more like, I kind of just don't want to get involved here. Like, she's his friend, and, he has his reasons for why he wanted me to talk to her. And I think they were because he, I do think that he that fear that I saw in the last reading tells me that there's something developing here with him, and he's fearful of that. And the challenges that come with that, the distance between the two of you, the challenges that present themselves there. So again, I don't think it was anything personal at all. I think it was more he decided against involving himself and inserting himself in your guys' friendship. But again, with this Three of Pentacles, he thinks that you're a good worker, cooperative person, justice. You're easygoing, yet you still have your boundaries, and know your value, know your worth. So you made a good first impression. But I think that the reason why he didn't speak was because he just doesn't want to get involved in your guys' friendship, which isn't, unless you guys, if he was visiting from out of the country, that also might be another thing. If he's not working with you regularly, he may not have wanted to have interacted and started, a friendship with you as well. But I think it's kind of him seeing this as like, this is their thing, this is their friendship, and I don't, I don't really feel the need to get involved or intervene in any way, if that makes sense. But yeah, that is what I'm seeing for you, Ms. Shar. I don't know, and you don't have to tell me how far the two of you are from one another. But I hope it's not too far, because I do see two people who, friendship is great. It may blossom into something else, but there are real difficulties with distance. But the future is unwritten. So you are very welcome, Shar. Thank you, love. Thank you. Miss Vasily Susie, thank you very much for your donation. Please go ahead and post your question right there in the chat. Thank you. S. Pisces, current feelings, what can I expect with our connection? Okay, Vasily Susie, so do you go by Susie? How should I refer to you as? And your person's name is, their initial is S. So I'm going to recommend to you my love reading. I'll put the description here. It's no additional donation amount, so you're good. And you can decline it if you want, but it essentially answers, because, you're asking their current feelings and what you can expect from your connection. I would really recommend the thoughts, feelings, and intentions spread, because that can answer all three of those. It'll answer what S's intentions are towards you in terms of what's coming next in your connection, their feelings towards you, their thoughts towards you, in addition to their general energies in the connection, and then your general energies in the connection. Do you want to do that? And what is your sign? The Gothic Empress. I love your name. Denise, I haven't seen you in hella days. Is that a new username? Thank you so much for your donation. We had a falling out. It might pick up on that. It likely will pick up on that, Vasily. I don't know how you want me to refer. I'm going to refer to you as Vasily. Let's go ahead and add Miss Denise here. I love your new username, by the way. I am a bit of a goth myself. I don't know if you're, well, you can't see my outfit right now, but you will in a sec. Got my All Saints on. I always joke that All Saints is like for like grown-up goths. I used to go to goth clubs every Monday. I still listen to all my goth music. In fact, I'm doing a goth art class on Sunday that I'm modeling for. I'm gonna be doing some costumes and stuff. I'm doing lightness and dark. The Sealy. Okay, great. And okay, so let's do the love spread. I think that's gonna be really comprehensive here. Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What are S's current thoughts, feelings, and intentions towards Vasily? And how long have the two of you been dating? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What are S's current thoughts, feelings, and intentions towards Vasily? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What are S's current thoughts, feelings, and intentions towards Vasily? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What are S's current thoughts, feelings, and intentions towards Vasily? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What are S's current thoughts, feelings, and intentions towards Vasily? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What are S's current thoughts, feelings, and intentions towards Vasily? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What are S's current thoughts, feelings, and intentions towards Vasily? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What are S's current thoughts, feelings, and intentions towards Vasily? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What are S's current thoughts, feelings, and intentions towards Vasily? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What are S's current thoughts, feelings, and intentions towards Vasily? I know, it's been a while. A couple of months prior to falling out. Oh, so you guys aren't dating right now. You guys had a falling out. You guys aren't together at this time. Okay. The King of Pentacles reversed. Seven of Swords. Queen of Wands reversed. Judgment reversed. And Ace of Cups. Okay. Yeah, I don't know how long the two of you were dating prior to this falling out. We'll start with your general energies because you're right here with me. You can correct me if I'm wrong. But we got this King of Pentacles reversed here, and that's telling me that you're feeling, I don't want to say hopeless about the future of this connection because there is still, I still feel like there is a shred of hope within you, and I'm not just saying that because you came and asked me this question. I think I honestly think you're more curious, and most people are more curious to hear about what someone else is thinking about them. You know what you're thinking about him, but what I'm picking up is you're feeling pretty insecure about the future of this connection. But let's get to his general energies. We got the Ace of Cups. Helify isn't thinking about you right now. Helify doesn't still have feelings for you. So again, I don't know how long you guys were dating before you guys had your falling out, but this feels like it went deep. It went deep. You guys had a deep connection here. And yeah, you nailed it. I'm guessing you know tarot, or at least how I believe tarot operates. The future is unwritten. Current energies are all over the place. That's just the law of physics, the law of energy and attraction. So you named it. I'm picking up on the falling out. He's really, his thoughts towards you. We have the Seven of Swords, easily my least favorite card in the deck. Seven of Swords is thoughts of manipulation, betrayal, deceit. I don't know if he thinks that you have deceived him or if he thinks that he has deceived you, but there's something about definitely some thwarted feelings here. And speaking of feelings, we've got this Queen of Wands reversed in the feelings column right here. Queen of Wands reversed. He still holds a torch for you, but he's feeling bent. He's feeling hurt. He's feeling hurt. He's feeling like, why me type energy. You don't have to tell me why you guys had a falling out, what led to it. But definitely getting that energy. His intentions towards you, we have Judgment reversed. I know what this means, but I just want to get like extra clarity here with my little handy dandy black book. Yeah, self-doubt, which goes back to what I was just saying with this Ace of Cups, is he still has affection for you, and he still thinks about you, but he's very insecure about moving forward, how to move forward. Whether you would accept him back is a big one. Did you mention one of the two of you is a Pisces? You guys are both water signs, aren't you? He's the Pisces. I was going to say, I'm feeling real Pisces energy from this guy. So I'm going to get, yeah. So you're the Scorpio. So you're much more, I mean, you're a water sign as well, but you're also a fixed sign. You're also the King of Cups. I feel like Scorpios are a little more emotionally grounded than Pisces. I don't know why I said that word really weird. Grounded than Pisces, and especially you being a feminine sign and a female, it's easier for you to process those emotions. Whereas he's a feminine sign and he's a man. I'm not making excuses for him. I don't know why you guys had a falling out, and you don't have to tell me. It's okay. But unless you want to, if you feel like it would give me some clarity here. But he's feeling very insecure. But definitely still has feelings for you, and he still has a cup of love for you, still has a cup of affection for you. And I've always said, and a lot of people say this is fear is the opposite of love, and his fear is holding him back from moving forward to this love, which I rarely use the L word, but this deep, at least deep longing that he has for you. But he is still upset regarding the falling out, as I'm sure you are. And again, I don't know what happened in the falling out, but you're still on his mind, and he still thinks about your guys' future, if there is a future, and how to navigate that, how he's supposed to navigate that if he can. And that's where a lot of that self-doubt that I'm seeing, I think, is stemming from, is what do I do? Where do I go? When really it's, where do we go? I think dialogue needs to definitely be had here. And it also sounds like there's some mirroring too with your feelings of, you didn't confirm or deny, but your possible feelings of insecurity towards this, with that King of Pentacles reversed, and then his fears and his reticencies that are still steeped in that, in the falling out you guys had that hasn't been resolved yet. So right now it's kind of in a limbo state. I can't give you a solid answer as to where he's planning on going from here. All I can say is he does think about getting back together with you, but in terms of the hows, and the when, I can't see. with this Judgment in its reversed position. Oh, girl, thanks for this. I'll let it play out with time. I just had someone tell me he never cared, so I got insecure. Oh, did another reader tell you that? I can't, and I always tell people this, I can't speak for any other reader. I read what I read, I see what I see, I feel what I feel, and I also listen to you guys and just, hear what's going on in real time. No, mutual. Oh, okay. Yeah, no, I do feel like he cared about you and still does. Not just because of that Ace of Cups at the end there, but also due to his thoughts, feelings, and intentions. That those thwarted feelings come from a place of longing that's still there. Mutual friend. Oh, gotcha. You're accurate. Something you predicted played out exactly how you said it. Oh, well, thank you. I always love hearing that. I love hearing that. It's what I do. It's the reason why I continue doing what I do. I love tarot so much. You best believe I do read for myself. I also go to other readers. It's like going to, you need to go to a doctor, get a second opinion. But yeah, tarot never fails to blow me away. And yeah, no, it's a complicated situation, but I if I felt that he never felt anything for you, I would tell you. I'm brutally honest. Denise can, I'm sure, back me up on this. I'm not brutally honest. I'm kindly honest and empathetically honest, but I'm honest. I'm not here to lead anyone on, or mislead anyone. You know, but yeah, and I think what you said is great. You'll let it play out in time. Yeah, just letting it play out in time, because it's not a yes, it's not a no. It's right, and it's one of those questions that I can't answer with a solid yes or no. It could really go either way, because yeah, as current energies stand, you're very much both on each other's mind. So much love and light to you, Vasily. Thank you so much, and I really hope I brought you clarity there. Thank you. Miss Denise, thank you so much for your donation, love. Please go ahead and post your question right there in the chat. Thank you. Question: is Samuel the Sagittarius invested in our connection for the long haul? And what is your sign again, Denise? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. Is Samuel in his... So you're currently... Oh, we'll call it a connection. I'm not sure if it's a relationship, but we'll just call it a connection. Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. Is Samuel currently invested in his connection with Denise for the long haul? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. Is Samuel currently invested in his and Denise's connection for the long haul? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. Is Samuel currently invested in him and Denise's connection for the long haul? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. Is Samuel currently invested in him and Denise's connection for the long haul? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. Is Samuel currently invested in him and Denise's connection for the long haul? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. Is Samuel currently invested in him and Denise's connection for the long haul? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. Is Samuel currently invested in him and Denise's connection for the long haul? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. Is Samuel currently invested in him and Denise's connection for the long haul? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. Is Samuel currently invested in him and Denise's connection for the long haul? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. Is Samuel currently invested in him and Denise's connection for the long haul? Complex complexity. Welcome, welcome, welcome. You would like to ask something? All my donation information can be found just pinned at the bottom of the chat. Thank you. We have Five of Pentacles reversed, the Star reversed, the Tower reversed, Seven of Wands, and Page of Cups reversed. We do have this Seven of Wands. That is a feeling of that something is worth defending. I don't know how long this connection has been going on for. You're not official yet. Okay. How long has this connection been? How long has it been going on for? I ask because I have a theory. With timing is not always the same for every relationship, but here's my theory: is that when people start dating, even if it's official or nay, if things are still where they're at the very latest at the 3 month point, that's where you got to start kind of raising your eyebrow a bit. I just let him know I'm romantically interested. We've been friends before. Okay. So that's what I think I'm seeing here, love, with this Page of Cups reversed. What was his response? Did he tell you that he liked you too romantically? Because I feel like hi, Joker, welcome. I do feel like he wants to maintain a friendship with you. There's something he does feel like is worth defending here. But when there is with the Star reversed, there's a couple of things going on here. Yes, he said he is interested. Okay, there's a couple of things going on here though with the Star reversed. Is one, not flowing one's energy or feeling reticent to flow one's energy of that type in a certain direction. And I also feel like I don't think he's lying. I don't think he's lying about being interested in you. And I think you know that too. Wait, did something happen here? I don't know why that froze. Did this froze? Okay. He's with this Tower reversed card. I don't think that he's in a point where he's emotionally vulnerable and available to entertain a romantic connection with you at this time. It's not to say that it won't ever happen, especially with this Seven of Wands. He definitely wants to keep you in his life, and you haven't scared him away or anything like that. But with this Page of Cups reversed, this is telling me that he's not ready to go in a romantic direction at this time. And it's not a matter of him friend zoning you because he's not into you. It's what I'm seeing is he's afraid of falling. The Tower reversed, he's afraid of falling, and it's been a while since he's fallen. And that makes sense. His last relationship. Oh, okay. And also, yeah, guarded. The Seven of Wands is also guardedness too. So he does have some boundaries as well. While he does feel like this connection is still worth maintaining, he does need some time. And Five of Pentacles and the Star reversed. These are cards of someone who is not fully healed. He's almost there. But he hasn't fully healed from his breakup. Five of Pentacles is definitely a breakup card. Abandonment, walking away from something. Even the art here is a girl walking. she's running away from home because you can see her parents are arguing in the background. Hell of a sad image. The star reversed is healing that hasn't been done yet. So all is not, and that's where he's not that's why he's not vulnerable enough to fall again. Yeah, okay. So yeah, it's not to say that he doesn't have feelings for you, doesn't like you. He does. He was being honest with you. In terms of the long haul, that is TBD. Again, I've got a TBD, not quite full yes or no question. Is he in it for the long haul? We shall see. It's possible. Yes, you can ask questions here, but it's donation only. I don't do free readings. This is my job. So all my donation information is at the bottom of the chat. Thank you. So it's TBD at this time. It could be something that is for the long haul, and I think this is kind of how a lot of relationships are, especially ones that start with friendship. You know, it takes time to figure out if it will be a long haul thing. I'll ask that question next time. Yeah, definitely go with the flow. See how things are going. See, you're in a good position here. You're in a good position. You guys are in communication. You guys are honest with each other. You're forthright. He's forthright with you. This is good. You're in a good space. It's just he's not in a great space right now. But that energies change. They're constantly in flux, and it could just be a matter of this is just not the right time. And it may not take forever, but you also don't want to wait forever either. So my advice to you, even though you didn't ask for it, is I would give this a little bit of a time frame if you're exclusively connected to him. If you don't see any change or like growth in the next maybe 6 months, 3 months, year, whatever you want to give it, then that's when I would maybe just see it as a wrong place, wrong time situation. Not wrong person, just perhaps wrong place, wrong time. But that again can always change as well. So that is what I am seeing for you, lovely Denise. Thank you so much for your donation. I really appreciate you. Again, you're in a good place. You're in a good place. It's the waiting, and I know what that feels like. It's the waiting that can just be like you feel like you're tapping your foot, but he's definitely being sincere with you. And you know me, like I said earlier, I'm very honest. If I felt he was BSing you, I would tell you. But he's just scared, unhealed. Yeah. You're very welcome. You are very welcome, love. Thank you. All right, so I'm gonna do a last call tonight because I have been on for a little over 2 hours. So we're going to do a last call for all donations tonight. If you have a question that you need me to answer for you, I am here for you. I mentioned earlier that I will not be on tomorrow. So yeah, if you do have a question, now is definitely the time to ask. Thank you. Yes, I just drink out of the bottle like a heathen. I think I don't even know if I drink regular water anymore at this point. Yes, Joker. If you are interested, you can make a donation, and I will be more than happy to answer your question. All my donation information is throughout the chat and posted there at the bottom as well. My Venmo, my PayPal, my Cashapp, and then if you need to use SuperChat, all my SuperChat donation is there as well. You got another couple minutes to. Everyone has another couple minutes to donate. We are doing last call, last call. Thank you. Last call, everybody. Last call tonight for all donations. Thank you. It was good. Thank you. Are you new to the channel? If you are, thank you so much for your subscription. Last call, everybody. Last call for all donations. All right, looks like everyone is happy and taken care of. Thank you all so very much, and I will see y'all again soon.